All right, if you've ever wondered what it feels like to DNF in a marathon, this video is for you because last week at Valencia Marathon, I had to pull out. So I wanted to make a little bit of a race recap video to talk about why I actually pulled out in the first place, how that felt, and then also where I want to take things next, because I think there might be a little bit of a lesson in here for most of us. To keep it short and sweet, long story short, I was undercooked coming into it. I suffered an Achilles injury in the build-up in arguably the most important stage of my training block. Now, I'd been cleared to go and run on the day, but the reality was the effort was way too high, and I genuinely just don't believe that I even had a marathon in me that day, let alone at my goal pace. And so as the Ks racked up on the day, the exhaustion just built. This is reflected in hindsight in my heart rate. And so I made the decision on the day to pull out. Now, of course, there's no surprise to anyone watching this, whether you're a runner or you're not. That's going to bring with it a flush of emotion. Definitely the first one was probably disappointment. It wasn't surprise. I wasn't surprised by it because running it and stepping up to that start line was a roll of the dice. It was going to be a gamble anyway. And there was also embarrassment came in there, definitely. When you have to step to the side and everyone's still running along you, I feel like there weren't really a lot of other people dropping out. It felt like anyway, I was the only one who had dropped out. And you know, there's people on the side who are looking at you a bit weirdly. I even went into a cafe after to food on board, and they were asking me how the race went and kind of wondering maybe why I was in the cafe. So I think the third emotion was a sense of guilt, and primarily toward my partner Megan, just having done so much training in the build up, going out there in the day and not achieving what you've been talking about nonstop for a number of months. It definitely made me feel fairly guilty. The reality is that there's probably a little bit of a silver lining in this, in that maybe if I had performed really well on the day, I may not have had that kind of realization of how much of an impact that it does have. There definitely is a lesson here for me that I do think my training became, for lack of a better term, not fun during the build-up, which is ironic because as a coach, this is something that I kind of preach about and encourage with everyone who I coach all the time. I think the biggest thing at the core of it all for me, as one of the biggest learnings, is I want to make my fitness fun again. I want to make it enjoyable. I definitely fell away from that in the build-up, and I definitely would have made a race recap video anyway, but I still think I should make this video because people love to talk about the PBs. I'm guilty of it. We love to celebrate that stuff. We also love to celebrate the extremes of, you know, the hardest geezer and Ned Brockman and, you know, all these types of people who do these, you know, big feats, which is cool, but why can't it be fun? You know, I want to be training and I want to be active until the day I die as best as I can. So if I can't be having fun with it now, where's that going to lead me in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years? Thanks very much for watching. It's time to make my fitness fun again.